Alright, boys, what is good? Just got some live trading here. Before, little outlook. What I would ideally want to see is these highs get run. I don't want to target them though, because they're protected. But I'm gonna probably be watching those more closely, like these more closely. NQ and AS is just like, what are we doing, bro? We have draws to the upside, but we've inversed all the higher time frame gaps to the downside, and we're inside of an hourly, so it's like, what direction are we actually targeting? It's just not clear whatsoever. I wish it was clearer, but yeah, there's just not really much clear direction. There's sort of clearer direction on this being sell side liquidity pools, being all these lows down here being lunch and AMLO, which I'm not sure if we're going to dump immediately. Ideally, I would want to see a manipulation above these highs just because they're relative equal highs. But if we don't get that, then man, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be keen. So we'll see. That's a bell, I guess. We are in a sell model as well, like a clear sell model. Like this sell model is fairly obvious, but I'm just not sure. We've like manipulated into most of the PDRs that I wanted to see, that I would like want to see shorts off of. There's no delivery, like clear delivery places. So yeah, might need to just wait for price to marinate. Like I say, wait for price to marinate. What am I doing, bro? The longs on NQ, I'd rather see longs because we have draws higher, but we're inside of an hourly gap. So I'd rather see how that prints, which is gonna take a while. We have a Judas of open, but we have equal lows. Looks like we just want to run sell side immediately. Like shorts are so clear on this. It's just like, I don't know how exactly we're gonna be able to just like continue this move along. And NQ's delivering from a. We tapped that first presented 15 and we've got SMT into it. We tap like we tapped that 5 to be fair, but this 1 minute if this were to go inverse, I don't know if I trust it. How's this 4 hour forming? This hourly candles are just looking like, we're literally just delivering from, it's just completely against the bias if I were to take this, which obviously it's not going to be a good entry. We've got that SMT there. I'm pretty sure the gold, the main gold, like in a 4 hour, and it held, and we inversed it to the upside. But again, look where we're delivering from, bro. We're delivering from a 4 hour. It's just like not feasible. Longs are not even a question right now. It's not even in the picture. But it's, are we gonna actually get a short entry? Yeah, clearly gold's more volatile today. Wait, hold on. Silver is delivering out that 5, but it's like, why would I take a short? I need more liquidity to be taken. Like in a perfect world, we would come all the way up here, but we didn't. We manipulated lower before going higher. So it's like, bro, what are we doing? So the way this hourly candle's sort of forming, I would say, this is a protected low. But like, look where we're literally just respecting. Order flow just isn't aligned for longs, not whatsoever. It's just not good for longs at all. This is low of day down here. So let's see what we do at low of day. This daily candle looks like it wants to close very bearish. Like we just have this London high up here, bro. There's just too many draws to the upside as well to take shorts. It's like, are we really gonna leave London high and Asia high resting like this? I'm not sure. We have this big 3-minute gap. Swept this external low. Yeah, bro, this PA is tricky. Like, this is a very hard price action. We already swept that PM low though. This 3-minute has no bottom wick either. Just by the way. So, there's no reason why we should manipulate high in terms of what we're delivering from and how bearish this order flow is. Oh, this short actually. Nah, fade. 3-minute continuation. Down to the equilibrium. I just don't like the fact that you're fighting relative equal highs. I want a better manipulation. And also the fact this hourly is just like not manipulated yet is just not, I'm sitting out. But bro, the way we're holding that 930 open, like it clearly doesn't want to move higher. This daily open as well is aligned perfectly with this 930 open. So this is like a very, very key decision point in the market. That's actually weird how this has been engineered. The 930 opens aligned perfectly with this daily open. This is just a clear market maker sell model though, in my opinion. Like very clear sell model. Such a clear sell model, bro. 2 minute inversion to the downside if this goes inverse. Like look at that 3 minute how it's held. Yeah, that 1 minute holding isn't a good thing. What noise is this guy making? Holy chop fest, bro. Oh my days. And QNAS looks like it might want to flush. Like, based on the fact this 1 minute has no top wick, like, there's a 1 minute gap, but we're delivering from this 15 and we have SMT into it. Like, AS left relative equal lows at it. Also this 5 minute, I want to see how this 5 minute prints. Like, if we have displacement just straight through it. I I mean, AS actually has a reason to go high. It has a big daily gap up here, and we have this bullish SMT at the lows. But like, am I really sort of what's the word? Do I actually trust that this is gonna be? Because you're targeting a protected high at the end of the day. Like, it's not an A plus setup, so I'm just not gonna be taking it. Unfortunately, yeah, this 1 minute looks so ass, bro. What are we doing? It's a perfect manipulation into this 5, and a good reaction at that as well. Let's see if this 5 minute can I go inverse or not. Doesn't look like it as it goes inverse. No, this 3 minutes gone inverse. So if they inverse this, no, they didn't. Okay. I just want to check, like, for sure we have no news. Forex. What are you doing? We have like some baby shit for CAD. If this hourly goes inverse on NQ and AS, then maybe I'll look to take something, but if not, then. Oh, what was that? Wow. That is some displacement. That is certainly some displacement. Jeez, I didn't catch that on my thing, but the candle just teleported down here. Wow. Oh, whatever that is, had to be something, right? Had to be some news. I think he literally just tweeted something. This guy's just crashing out right at market open. Just crashing out right at market open. Not the time to be crashing out, Mr. Trump. Well, we're starting to respect these 1 minute gaps. There's absolutely no inversions here to take. There's this small 1 minute, which is just like horrible. There's this one all the way down here. That first 15-minute candle was absolutely atrocious. Yeah, this guy genuinely just crashed out. Just oh my. This to me looks like it's gonna flush though. Like I like silver more because we actually manipulated a high. No, bro, not buy, man. Sell, bro. Sell. Sell. Sell limit. Alright, well, I missed my entry. Oh, he dead ass, G. I missed my entry. I missed my entry, bro. I missed my entry. Why? Oh my gosh, bro. Why is this new trying to be shit? Crashing out. Bro. I missed my entry, dude. I missed my entry. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Holy shit. I am literally just pissed off right now. I am so pissed right now, bro. Gosh, bro. Why? Why are we doing this? Why, bro? I'm putting. Oh, that's just like I literally had the market order. I needed to see how much risk. Bruh, that shit was a perfect rate as well. As soon as I got in, would have been no drawdown. And it's going straight to this equilibrium level as well. Oh my gosh. Just, what am I doing? What am I doing, bro? Holy shit. What was that? I have not had a good week in terms of technical, like, I've just Tuesday took it on the wrong account, missed out on profits on that account. Then today literally just couldn't market order in because, well, this shit didn't, it went to a buy order, and then when I literally clicked add order. I clicked add order, and then I clicked sell, and then it had my TP, had my stop loss lower than price. As a market, like, what are we doing? You know what? Sometimes I'm just honestly a bot, bro. What is this shit? I should not be making those mistakes, bro. Price just moved so fast after I read that, like. Straight to this equilibrium level as well. And I knew it. I knew it. Like, bro. Biggest fumble of the century yet again, bro. Like, we can't be serious, can we? How am I doing this shit? I like silver way more as well. Like, why? It's just like, it's just a rookie error, bro. Are we even gonna get a pullback into anything whatsoever? Like, far out. And now we've swept out low of day. We're delivering from an hourly. It's just like, do I even want to take? Oh, we just rebalance equilibrium and it might take profits. This is what an unprofitable trader's emotions look like. Nah. It's just like I've just had such a shit week on the charts. And it's just like pissing me off. I literally have the best reads and I can't, just didn't want to click buy. Because imagine if I was like risking like 2k on that and I couldn't see what I was risking because the order, I'm not sure if it's these glasses. I want to watch this replay back. Like, oh my gosh, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. It's just annoying, dude. It is honestly just so jarring. All of this shit, bro. I want this hourly to go inverse and then. Like, bro. Hourly to go inverse, 10 AM candle to manipulate into this gap and then shorts a flat. Like, that's the only thing. That's like if this goes inverse. Because we've rebalanced equilibrium now. And we've tapped this, so it's like we need to go take out some external highs. I'm really gonna be annoyed, like, bro, I'm genuinely just pissed. Regardless. Would have been able to get off for the day if I just yet again, perfect reads, bro. Yet again. And it wasn't even like made. I just didn't click it, the button, because I didn't want to over risk. So like I followed my rules by not over risking simply because I didn't know how much I was risking. So like, man, you really. But I like how this bearish gap, if we do inverse this hourly, it will be sitting inside of the discount. I mean the premium. That's if we actually come and tap it, bro. To be fair, price has been fairly algorithmic today, if you want to call it that. And we've just rebalanced the equilibrium being my take profit on silver. Far out, mate. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing, mate? I should have just gone and just measured it out because I know it's $5 a tick. Alright, buddy. Wait, if we had some crazy reversal off of this level and we don't inverse this hourly. I want to watch that. I really do want to watch that price play back because I swear my whole sell and buy orders were cooked. I could just be sounding like the biggest wet wipe right now. But like, I swear it said my stop loss was below price when I clicked the sell button. Oh my gosh, it's because I didn't move that. Oh my gosh. Because I didn't move it below price. But that's that 10 a.m. candle open, and then we have this inversion. Also a 5-minute gap formed, so I want to see us draw into this and then a manipulation lower. Thank you. Not just a flush straight towards that sell side. I mean, if we can leave lunch low open, that would actually be right. But like, if price goes without me, price goes without me, bro. The bias is clear on the day. This was such an obvious trade as well. This short. This was so obvious, bro. Reswept that 5-minute high, respected this 1-minute gap, inversion, and change in state of delivery as we close below here. Inverse this, heavy displacement, and I just couldn't execute. Just poor form, honestly. Just poor form. Yeah. It just sucks, eh? It just sucks. Like, this trade was so good, bro. Like, oh my. Can we just relax and actually manipulate into the higher time frame gap and just... Because I'm not taking this when we're in discount, bro. I'm literally just not taking it right now. It's gonna flush, isn't it? It's gonna flush, isn't it? I swear the only trades I get like a good entry on, I just get smacked. Just get smacked about with price action. And this gap is also sitting perfectly in the equilibrium of the AM range. But what would I ideally want to take it on? We have more lows stacked up here, to be fair. We have PM, we have AM, previous day's low as well. We know this candle, this has gone inverse, so I might just change it to an inversion. Maybe we want to... I would also want to see a manipulation high enough to close this gap, which would also align perfectly with this equilibrium. But like, are we actually gonna get that shit or what? So far, already just missed a winning trade due to me being an absolute idiot and not just clicking sell. But like, if I clicked sell and realized I was risking too much, I would have been I would have been mad at myself for breaking my rules and and over risking. So I would have rather missed a position and made sure my risk is good than to take a trade and then over risk on that trade. So, like, yeah, I'd rather the trade win and me not be in it than the trade me lose and I would just lose a bunch of money that I just didn't need to lose because I over risked without knowing how much I was actually risking. So, yeah, I'm not mad about that really. Should have just been more on my toes when I saw this setup start to form. Surely this new 5 minute can give us a manipulation into something. Please don't manipulate the lows. Like 5 minute doji. I just don't like how we're delivering off that equilibrium level either. It's just like, look how high this hourly rebalance is. The rebalance for this hourly is just cooked. I need to rebalance all this shit. Like basically just up to AM high. Absolutely no sign of manipulating, no. I do like how we're accumulating, but like I'm just not in the mood to take longs, bro. If we manipulate lower. And it's not like we don't have draws. We have PM, a very bad lunch though. We're re-accumulating back at this previous sell buy model accumulation, which again is perfect. Now we just need a manipulation into a higher time frame PDO. Hopefully this 5 minute will actually be able to close this whole gap so there's not a big ass 30-minute imbalance. I need a manipulation higher, bro. Like, what are we doing? Holy shit, bro. This 1 minute's got the whole market on its back right now. People have their stop loss placed above this candle. Oh, yeah. Good accumulation though. It's creating these big FOMO candles. However, what are we doing? Don't flip bearish and just sell off. Oh my days, bro. Literally just no words. No words. No words, bro. No words. Please leave a PM low. Like, Just don't take that draw, man. Please, bro. I'm begging you. What are we doing? Because, like... And we've manipulated lower now, which is like, why have we manipulated lower? Why have we not manipulated higher, bro? You just tap that equilibrium level. Like, look at how price didn't close above that equilibrium level, by the way. Yeah, I just don't like the fact we just manipulated lower. That is literally not what you want to see whatsoever. That 5 minute didn't even go inverse. That 5 minute held. Could Loki take a long up to this 5? Just because a 10 ampere 3 is so clean. What's the history reward saying? Niche. It's ass. It's horrible. Horrible risk to reward. We tap this a little. That's probably the worst inversion I've ever seen in my life. If you enter there, you're actually just asking to be used as liquidity. Well, now we're going to have a huge 15-minute imbalance formed here. But, like, we're just going to get... For the love of God, can we just, like, relax and just not take my draws, please? Ideal scenario would be inverse this 15 and leave this PM low as relative equal lows. But it looks like it's just going to jump and take it. Just. Loki going insane right now, bro. I'm like, you're gonna have nightmares about this shit. This shit was such a good read. This shit was such a good read. What I say, bro? We're taking my drawers. Leave my drawers alone. Leave my drawers alone, boy. Leave my drawers alone. Leave my drawers alone, boy. Yeah, looks like I'm brown bread. I'm gonna be honest. Don't really think we're actually gonna get that 15-minute tap. If we get this 15-minute tap, then I might look to take something. But like, we've taken my drawers. And we're delivering off this OT. This keeps just getting progressively worse. The setup I see. We've just tapped the OTA level. Like, oh mate, why are we doing this? I think I just missed the move. I literally was about to get in on the move and I couldn't. So yeah. Do I think we're going to flush to this major sell side, being previous days low? Well, I think yes, but maybe not in the next 46 minutes. For the love of like everything, just please tap a higher time frame gap, more than a 1 minute, please. If this runs way too far down, like if this AM low gets taken, I think I'm just gonna get off and call it and just accept I've missed the move. So yeah. Where is this AM low? It's all the way down here, to be fair. I wouldn't put it past gold just obliterating it though. Just because like it's us, mate. You know what? Today you're not actually gonna get an entry. We'll show you an entry, but you're gonna miss it instead, and then we're just gonna like take the piss out of you, and then just take all your draws, bro. Yes, beautiful. New 15-minute candle opens and immediately flush. And like, I wouldn't take a trade unless we get up to here anyway. Because I'm not taking a short in discount. Simple. The objective's clear where it wants to go. It looks like it's trying to target previous day's low. We're in this OTA range now. Look, honestly, I do just want to call it because I know I'm going to sit here and just watch this take all of my draws without like any hesitation. Without giving me a proper setup. But I mean, there's some part of me, like, it took that PM low, it took the equilibrium, it took the OTA level. It's just keeping on taking my draws. And whenever it takes a draw, like, the probability of the setup just gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. Sorry, lower and lower, but like, yes, bro, let's take this random inversion. Maybe there'll be a setup on AS and NQ, bro. I've been watching it, I will be honest. Because it does look like NQ's trying to deliver to his major sell side, being previous week's low, but like, where has AS delivered to in this time span? We tapped this daily from like ages ago, bro. We tapped that shit yesterday too, and it's already been mitigated, so like we have SMT at this low as well, so it's like, do I really want to be taking a trade towards it? Maybe if we tap this AQ and get some SMT into this 5, then I'll maybe be like slightly interested, depending on how the setup looks. Because gold and silver, I think it's just gonna like not seek out higher time frame gaps, higher than a what's it called? Just higher than a 1 minute because it's so bearish. Like no one actually wants to. It's not. I've seen the phases gold goes through. It goes through phases of wanting to rebalance gaps and just taking out major liquidity. and that's been recently due to all this news. It's something I've noticed only recently, because if you look at these major sell-offs we're having, I was trying to get in short on every single move based on a higher time frame. Like in terms of in sessions, we would just flush and we would never rebalance a gap higher than like maybe a 5 or 15. Like this whole London session, I was waiting for it. Look, even this. We tap one all the way at the top, then you just miss the whole move. There's not even a single tap. All the way until here, where we reverse. Okay, so like, same thing here. Look how many gaps are formed, and we never even come up to retest a single one of them. Like, even here. I took a trade here, and it was a break even, and then it flushed. This previous day's low is a very obvious draw, though, I will be honest. But it's getting to the point of, am I willing to break my rules just because of this new phase gold's in, where it doesn't want to rebalance any gap higher than a... Because like I said, when gold trends, gold trends, and it doesn't want to rebalance gaps. Like you'll see these immediate rebalances of every single gap that it forms. It immediately rebalances every single one as soon as it gets formed. And then look, we just inverse it. As soon as we inverse it, we reverse it. We inverse, reverse. Inverse, reverse. So like, yeah, price action hasn't been good. We either don't retest gaps or retest gaps and they just go inverse and then it reverses. So yeah. I really do want to call it because I don't see high probability price action. Like, I mean, high probability narratives playing out currently. We just tapped another OTE level and swept an internal low inside of a 15-minute gap. Inside of a... I remember this. I took a short into this 5-minute gap and took a dub. On live with everybody. Oops. Holy sh... My chair is so ass. $350 on a chair just for it to break every like 5 minutes. No, not every 5 minutes. You make me feel much better. In my opinion, we've just sold off too much to get an actual decent short back down. So yeah, it's just a bit iffy, you know. But I bet you as soon as I get off the charts, it'll just show a graph setup. So I'm like, well, I just need to sit here and brain rot until something happens. Like dead ass, bro. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. That's a good idea. But the thing is, we're about to get a gap formed that will be considered in premium. I mean, discount. So it's like you're sort of breaking your rules for layer one, buddy. Yeah, I'm brain rotting, and then I'm just gonna like come back and save shit actually. Wait, surely that's not AMLO right there. Please tell me it's not. No, it's down here. Bro, imagine if I like actually caught this shit, bro. And actually entered, like, and just broke my rules and didn't acknowledge any risk management whatsoever. Imagine that. Bro, imagine. Just imagine what we could have. Imagine what we could have. So, what have we done since I've been gone? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Um, Still in disbelief about that first setup, bro. That shit was so obvious. Would have literally just been able to. Anyway, it's not about what's happened in the past, bro. It's what's in the future. What the future holds. Also, I'm in a phase right now of like not checking P&L and anything on my accounts. Like I'm trading accounts, and at the end of the month, I'll see if they're eligible for a payout. And then, because like I already took a payout early on in the thing in the month. When I do that, I just don't focus too much on the P&L, and then I just trade accounts. At the end of the month, I pay myself if I can get paid out, which I mean, probably likely if I follow my rules, if I follow my plan, and I have been doing that. I've been taking A plus setups. I know this week hasn't been good though, just because yeah. If I think back, I could probably like make it up in my head what my profit and loss is for this week, and I would assume I'm down. So yeah, probably first negative week in ages, tbh. But like, if I count all the trades I've taken, I probably am at least break even, bro. Took one on the wrong account, and then like this trade I should have taken earlier, but like didn't take it, so I can't count that as a trade. Um, so yeah. Look at this bullshit that God's about to do, bro. It's about to like this whole level is just considered extreme discount. Discount of this whole dealing range, and also discount of this AM range. So it's like, what are we doing? I'm not taking a short unless we at least rebalance something. Well, like he just thought of something that might cook. Once the fear of AI taking my job blows over, like he might start looking for a job. bet you that we just got fried because Silver tapped that 15. Damn, boy. I'm not taking shit because we're still in this discount of the range. Also delivering from this first presented gap of AM session, the one from yesterday. So low can you only just might get off, bro. Yeah, no, I'm calling it. I'm not taking shit today. I missed this first trade just due to me being a complete and utter bot at TradingView. Somehow, even though I have years of experience on this shit, literally missed a banger trade straight to take profit. It would have been this equilibrium level. So yeah, guess that's an L. But because like if we do come up here this high, are we really gonna come lower within 25 minutes? Because it'll probably take us the rest of AM session to actually get up here. And then after that, I'll just be taking a trade post AM session, which is just not in the rule book, buddy. So yeah, basically that's me done for the session, done for the week. Not even looking at P&L for this week. So yeah, but it hasn't been a good week from what I've kind of like. I sort of want to like stay on though, bro, because if we do end up coming and manipulating like a very fast manipulation, then again, it's like, what are you doing? Because we're gonna have this huge 1 minute imbalance formed right here, obviously, and then I'll probably be entering a trade here right as that. What's it called? Right as that new hourly candle opens, so I'll be entering a trade like here probably if we get a reaction out of this. Well, I wouldn't actually want to take a trade until we come up above here. Then I'll be having to leave my stop hella hard. And I wouldn't even take it considering it's an hourly gap. So it's like, I would rather just not, to be honest. I'd rather just not. I'd rather just go to sleep. It's almost 2 a.m. Rather just post some brain not real on TikTok. Like I still have draws for lower, but all my draws have been hit. We're so deep into this discount. I don't really want to be taking anything. Like yeah, bro. If I look at this range, it looks like we've hit the OTA. Maybe not. There's a high time frame gap here. That has to be like a 2 minute. Yep. Alright, no trades for me today. I'm getting off. Alright, thanks for tuning in, boys and girls. I guess today was just not my day. Decided to read the market perfectly and not execute on it just due to me. Yeah, like I said 100 times, being a bot, being a complete and utter bot and just not realizing. I think what I did, this is what I did. I tried to piece together exactly what I did. And I think I did something like this. Click sell. And because I moved my thing like this, I clicked sell and I was like, bro, why is my stop loss below this? Why is it below this? And I was like, just yeah, fully botting out. I think it's because price was moving so fast, and I was like, anyway, just not really the mistakes you should be making after trading for years and years. But this shit happens, and also the fact that it's like literally 2 a.m. doesn't really make it any better. Exhausted from this whole day of hard unemployment. So yeah, anyway, I'll catch you boys next week. And I also apologize for not uploading any live trading on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. I didn't actually have internet on Wednesday, so I didn't trade. Also, I wasn't really looking to take anything either. I probably would have just been tape reading because we had that FOMC, and also we had PPI in the morning, so I didn't really see anything high probability. I know my student actually took one loss. Only one of them decided to trade out of the four. Actually, no, one finished this week. Out of the three, one of them took one loss, and then the other two decided it wasn't high probability conditions, which after assessing it, they weren't high probability conditions, so it was good. But I mean, yeah. Anyway, the Thursday one, I forgot to press record on my OBS, but if you were in my Discord, you would have seen I was actually live on Discord, and I traded everything live yesterday. So yeah, took one loss, one win yesterday. Was break even in AM session, and then I mean I think I've actually performed very well this week in terms of sticking to my rules, sticking to my plan, and everything, executing well. Like haven't broken my rules a single time. Haven't FOMOed into anything. I think it's been a very, very good week. Even though the P&L might not show that, I still do think that it's been a good week in terms of me and the charts. How I've actually held myself on the charts. Like even now today, I'd simply don't see anything high probability, so I'm getting off. And that's how it should be. Haven't taken a trade at all today. No London trade. No New York AM trade, and yeah, not gonna try chase price. Gonna let it come to you, because if you don't do that, then quite frankly, you're not gonna have any success in trading. Okay. Yeah, little got a bit motivation at the end. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's late. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'll see you guys next week. Hope you have a good weekend. Yeah. Cheers, and I'll see you guys.